Guys, I want to go over Aquametals again. I posted a video on the 27th, which was Sunday, and then the stock just jumped. So we're up 50% since I made that video on the 27th. Now, I'm not taking any credit for that because I have a tiny little YouTube channel and there's no possible way that I drove the market up. But this company has really good technology that I'm really excited about. And I want to give you a little update on Aquametals in this video, so stick around. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me for another video. I'm Richard Allen. We talk about stocks on this channel, and Aquametals is one of the most exciting companies that I've talked about recently because they have some patented technology that helps companies recycle lead. And lead recycling is traditionally freaking terrible for the environment, like terrible. And not only is this technology patented, but it's getting better. And not only is it getting better, they're ready to start licensing that technology to other companies this year. So their revenues should absolutely skyrocket once that transition happens. Now, my thought with this company is this is a long-term play that we could get in on the ground level right now. Now, we've already run up quite a bit over the last few weeks with this stock because let's just peek at the chart. Just a few weeks ago, this was trading around $1 per share. Just in December, right? December 16th, 17th, 18th, and then it started popping up around the 18th, okay? Then it got to $1.60 per share, it popped up. This is when kind of it came on my radar. I did a bunch of research, got kind of excited, made a video here this weekend, and it gapped up on Monday like crazy, consolidated down, it gapped up a little more. Now it's consolidating in this 320 to 360 range here, and I really like this price action. I think this is good price action. Now, the road here is going to be bumpy from a price action standpoint, just like Nano Dimension was early on. Now, remember, Nano Dimension rode up like crazy from this dollar something range. It's at like $10 a share almost now, right? It's at like $9 per share today, $8.80, something like that. But at one point, it got up over 11. So this could have a similar sort of pace, but with Nano Dimension, there was a ton of ups and downs, like a ton, right? And a lot of people didn't hold on for that whole run up to $10, $11. They sold a bunch of times throughout there. A lot of people did a lot of swing trades on it, me included. And this could be another stock that is absolutely perfect for swing trading. But you could lose money trading this stock as well. But I think there's a really good potential for increased revenue this year. And this isn't on a lot of people's radar. It's really not. And I like that it's consolidating well. It seems like when it does consolidate, it drops a little bit and then pops back up. And that's kind of what we're seeing. Consolidation, drops, consolidation, pops back up. So I think that could certainly be what happens. But again, I say it over and over again. I don't have a crystal ball. I'm not a financial advisor. But I really think that this company has some good prospects. Let's go over a really good article that I found. And it says, Aquametals achieves significant improvements to its sustainability-focused battery recycling technology. Completion of version 1.25 electrolyzer program results in doubling aqua refining throughput, improving equipment and operating costs for licensees, and the potential economics to Aquametals. From when we talked, right, they've now published another study that says they are doubling throughput in their version 1.25. That's absolutely amazing. That means that now this version 1.25 achieves lead production that is 100% greater compared to version 1.0 deployed at the Aqua refinery during commercial production in 2018 and 2019. The company previously guided a 20% increase of throughput, yet the version 1.25 electrolyzer surpassed that guidance by 500%. The 1.25 program concluded with a multi-day 24/7 endurance run that ended on December 24th. These results should positively impact capital and operating expenses for our future equipment supply and licensee customers. The doubling of throughput results in a 50% reduction in the number of electrolyzers needed for equivalent lead production. So what that means is, right, so a company who licenses this technology can have half the machines, and still do very, very well with their lead recycling. This is exciting news because now the capital expenditures isn't as high as it had to be before, and they can still recycle and create this pure lead. If you watched my first video, this Aqua Metals electrolyzer is creating the purest lead on the planet. This is really, really cool stuff. Again, this company is recycling lead through this patented electrolyzer and using water instead of freaking fire. And this is like, this is revolutionary technology for sure. Now, there are some concerns that people have and that brought up in my first video talking about how the industry is moving away from lead. Now, totally valid point. I totally understand. But new battery technology is years down the road. It really is from a mass production standpoint. New battery tech is extremely difficult. It's extremely difficult to come by, and it's labor intensive, and it costs a ton of money to develop new battery tech. Now, I'm not saying that lead won't be phased out eventually, but I think this company still has probably 10, 15, 20 years of profitability ahead of them with this technology. And maybe I'm wrong, but I'm willing to bet some money that this company is going to do well over the next year or two. I really am. I think that as this gets on more and more people's radar, it certainly could really pop, similar to what happened with Nano Dimension. Now, I am not comparing this company to Nano Dimension from a fundamental standpoint or from the difference in really life-changing technology that Nano Dimension has versus this company, but really just from a pure stock price standpoint. I think this could have a similar track to where Nano Dimension is as it gets on more and more people's radar. They're going to a model of almost pure licensing revenue. And what that means is they're going to be lowering their general overhead expenses and moving away from R&D. So they're not going to be burning as much cash. They're selling some of their facilities. This is a really smart approach from the long haul. There is a chance that a company could come in and acquire them just purely for their technology, depending on how the revenue shakes out. But so that's another potential that could happen as well. And that could be a good time to be holding the stock too. So again, in the short term, we could see some short-term volatility because we're up a lot over the last couple of weeks. We're up a couple 100%, right? In the last week, we're up 50%. So this stock continues to move, but again, we could see some volatility depending on how the broader market does. So just be aware of that. If you're going to buy this, I would say make sure you're in it for the long haul, and make sure whatever money you put in the stock market, period, you're willing to be patient with or willing to lose, because the stock market is risky. A lot of people think there's going to be some sort of crash or correction happening soon. So that's something to keep your eye on as well. I'm not trying to be all doom and gloom, but I don't want you to think you're going to get rich quick with any stock. Is it possible? Sure, absolutely. I know of people that made tens of thousands of dollars yesterday in the stock market. And it's possible to make a lot of money trading and investing, but it's also a bumpy road to get there. So just be careful with any investment you make, and make sure you're willing to be patient and lose it if something goes wrong. So that's all I have on Aqua Metals today. I want to thank you for joining me for another video. If you're interested in seeing the trades that I make and getting my watch list for the week, that happens over on the Discord and the Patreon, and I'd love to have you over there. There will be a link in the description down below. As always, thank you so much for joining me for another video. If you didn't already do it, click that beautiful red subscribe button down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.